Hey everyone, Synthetic Future here, and today we're having another Zoia video because I just can't get enough of the Zoia, so I'm just going to bother you with everything Zoia, and assuming you click this, you're probably interested in this pedal as well, so that's neat. The video I want to do today is a little bit of a different use case for the Zoia. Because the Zoia is of course a very capable little modular synth thing. It's also a very capable effects pedal, but you can also use it as a very effective utility on a smaller pedal board, which will save you quite a bit of space and potentially money, depending on what you're planning to budget. So we are going to use the Zoia in mono, but we are going to use it as a dual mono pedal. For this I'm going to have to make a small little routing schematic, which I will pop on the screen right about now. So the thing we have going on here, we have a bass guitar going into the left input right here. The signal goes through a compressor at the top row, goes out the compressor, out of the left output of Zoia. That's actually this one. This runs into the occult pedal's carry-on, distortion pedal. It then runs back into the Zoia, to the right input. The right input is connected to a chorus effect, which runs into a gate. And out of the gate it goes out of the right output, which is connected to a lure, Walrus Audio lure, going into a slotva, going into the audio interface, because I am a strong believer that gates should be before a reverb, because if you have a gate after a reverb you will be cutting off the tails, which is awesome for 80s drums, and that's about it. Don't gate reverbs, or at least not by default. You can gate reverbs, there are good reasons to gate reverbs. But I would advise, if you're going to do things, have a specific gate for that purpose. And don't just gate every reverb for the sake of gating reverbs. So that's our setup. So the concept here is actually quite simple. We are using Zoia on two places in the chain. We are using Zoia right at the start of the chain to add compression to the signal. We are then allowing the carry-on to do distortion duty, because we like this pedal. You could use, of course, any distortion you like. And we are done using Zoia for a chorus and a gate. And we let the reverb duties to the other pedals. And I think this is a very nice little use case that is understated when it comes to these pedals, because it adds quite a bit of functionality and not all that much space. You can, of course, also add EQs or more complicated effects in your chain. But this is just to give you an idea of what is going on here. So let's just unmute Zoia and let's just take a quick listen. When it comes to the gate, it's actually quite nice. We can see the in and output. So if we have the gate inactive, and when we activate the gate, we can still see I'm inputting the sound of me moving my hand over the strings, but the output is absolutely dead quiet. Which is very nice. So it really works as a gate, and also, of course, obviously works as a compressor. And now if we activate the reverb as well. And the lure. You can hear that the gate does not get in the way of the reverb tails. Which is actually quite nice, and we can also kick in the chorus. I have coupled that to the foot switch. In this way, Zoia does the duty of 3 pedals in a single pedal, so it's pretty space efficient, especially considering you can build a lot more onto patches if you want to. So if, for instance, you're not all that keen of the built-in reverbs, I think they're pretty cool, but if you like something a little bit more complex like a lure or something, you can actually take it out of the chain and do all the stuff aside from that in the Zoia. And that makes this, I think, one of the powerhouse dual mono pedals on the market. Fairly compact, pretty affordable, and you can place it at 2 places in the chain, which is very cool. So that's a little trick I wanted to show you. I think it's not highlighted that much on YouTube, and I think it deserves a mention. A little thing you can do with the Zoia. That's it for now. If there are any questions, drop them down below. As per usual, check out my Instagram, and see ya.